With Xbox acquiring Activision, I want to talk about what this means for Gears of War moving forward. Is this a positive thing? Is it a negative thing? Or is it really to be decided at this point in time? Let's talk about it. So obviously, guys, we know the massive transaction that happened between Microsoft and, of course, Activision Blizzard. Microsoft is acquiring Activision Blizzard, which was, I mean, it really, at the end of the day, it shook the gaming industry at its core without question. Obviously, the deal has not gone through fully yet. It probably won't be going through until later into 2023, actually. But that being said, what does this mean for Gears of War? Because now with Activision Blizzard, all those games coming into the library of Xbox, is it a positive thing or a negative thing for the coalition, or should I say really Gears of War as a franchise? And so obviously Gears of War has been at the forefront. When we think about Xbox exclusives, the two that really come to my mind that have owned, the Xbox audience in a major way, it's Halo and Gears of War. You can maybe throw Fable in there. You can maybe throw in a couple other, titles in there. But those are the two that really come to my mind. And so with this, acquisition, does it mean that there's going to be more emphasis on some of these other titles that are going to be coming in from Activision Blizzard? Like what I'm getting at here, guys, is could the coalition get pulled away from working on a new Gears of War title to work on, say, the next Call of Duty entry or the next, whatever it might be, the next StarCraft or something of that nature? Those are questions that start going through my mind because obviously there's teams already that have been implemented at Activision Blizzard to work on those titles. So you would think that this would just continue that push. Microsoft would continue that push with all these different exclusive titles, Gears of War being one of the top ones out there. But with all these new games coming in, do you think that they're going to start moving some of these teams from, say, Halo, obviously with 343 Industries, could 343 end up working on a title that's coming in from Blizzard or a title that's coming in from Activision? That's where it's going to get really interesting, guys. And obviously, we're not going to see the ramifications of this until after that deal really happens in 2023. Do I think it's a good thing for Gears? Well, here's what I will say, is that this puts way more eyeballs on Xbox as a whole, as a console. Xbox is the little brother no more to PlayStation. And the thing about that, guys, is when we look at this, so many games now that are going to be coming to Xbox and are going to be could be console exclusives for Xbox, it's going to get a lot more people to start purchasing Xboxes, which at the end of the day, we have Sony, who's been kind of complacent with their titles as of late, and you've got Xbox continuing to acquire companies. This could be absolutely huge. So the way that it's a positive thing is that there's more eyeballs that are going to be on Xbox now. So if Gears of War, whenever that announcement comes out for Gears 6, there's going to be more eyeballs on it. It's going to be another reason why you should come over and at least give the Xbox a try. From a negative perspective, though, more games obviously means that you need more teams and more studios and things of that nature to make these projects. And do some of these other projects get put on the back burner for, say, bigger titles like Call of Duty, Warcraft, StarCraft, and, the list goes on and on from Activision Blizzard as well as from Bethesda. We got all those titles, Elder Scrolls and Doom, and the list goes on there as well. It's going to be interesting to see how Microsoft plays this. But this is why, guys, it is so important that we as a community, we need to really continue the growth of this scene. And sure, I know right now it feels like, how are we going to be able to continue growing the scene? But really what it comes down to, guys, is creating content around this title. If you don't create content, play the game or stream the game on Twitch. If that being Gears 5 or one of the Gears of War titles, preferably Gears 5 though, guys, that's what's going to show those numbers. If you don't want to do that, then support your favorite streamers, support your favorite YouTubers that are covering the game. I think it's very important, guys, especially now more than ever, because this acquisition of Activision Blizzard is a good thing at the end of the day, because there's just more emphasis on Xbox, more people are going to be buying Xboxes, and there's no debate about that. But obviously for a title like ours being Gears of War, it is very important that we as the community are continuing to create content or continuing to stream the game, play the game. And it's very, very important because it's a game that's obviously had its last update and such. And let's just say we're another year or 2 or 3 away from Gears 6. We as the community have got to continue pushing this thing forward, supporting the esports scene of Gears of War, watching the games. And they do give us some, they give us incentives for watching the Gears esports games, guys, that being, skins, exclusive skins, things of that nature. So I think that we've just got to be as supportive as possible when it comes to Gears of War as a franchise at this point, because with this acquisition, that it's a very good thing, but it comes in with a lot more competition now that, where Gears of War was one at the forefront with Halo. Now you've got a lot of other games that are coming into the fray, like Call of Duty and games of that nature that are juggernauts in the shooter scene. But that being said, guys, do you think this was is a good thing, that being Activision being acquired by Xbox? Do you think it's a good thing, a bad thing, or do you think it's kind of in between, or do you think it's something that we have to kind of wait and see on? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And for more Gears of War content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.